Can you believe it? After 22 jaw-dropping years of mesmerizing us on the pitch, Andrés Iniesta finally called it quits in 2024. That's right, folks, the maestro packed away his magic wand. Okay, his cleats. And said sayonara to professional football. It's like watching the last episode of your favorite TV show. You knew it was coming, but it still hits you right in the feels. Iniesta has been dazzling defenders and thrilling fans since before some of you were even born. Heck, he's been a pro longer than some players have been alive. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. And boy, what an end it's been. Let's talk about silverware. If Iniesta's trophy collection were a person, it'd be old enough to drink in most countries. This guy's racked up more hardware than a Home Depot. We're talking 9 La Liga titles, 6 Copa del Rey, 6 Supercopa de España, 2 UEFA Super Cup, 3 FIFA Club World Cup, 4 Champions League trophies, 1 J1 League, 1 Emperor's Cup, 1 Japanese Super Cup, 2 European Championships, 1 World Cup. And that's just scratching the surface. His individual honors haven't even made the list. Iniesta's been collecting medals like they're going out of style. He'd probably set off metal detectors from a mile away if he wore all his accolades at once. The year is 1996, and a pint-sized 12-year-old Iniesta rocks up to Barcelona's famous La Masia Academy. Fast forward a few years and that same kid is running circles around some of the world's best defenders. Iniesta made his first team debut in 2002, and from there it was like watching a rocket take off. He quickly became the linchpin of Pep Guardiola's legendary Barcelona team, forming a midfield partnership with Xavi and Busquets. The partnership was tighter than your grandma's Tupperware seal. These three could find each other blindfolded in a maze. It was like they shared a brain or something. Okay, Barcelona fans, this is where you might grab some tissues. We're about to relive some seriously emotional moments. Don't say I didn't warn you. Remember that Champions League semi-final against Chelsea in 2009? The tension was thicker than pea soup, and it looked like Barca was heading for the exit. Then, in the 93rd minute, because why not add some extra drama? Iniesta unleashes a thunderbolt from outside the box. Boom! The ball nestled in the top corner, and the small pocket of Barca fans at Stamford Bridge erupted like a volcano. Grown men were weeping. Babies were probably conceived. It was that epic. Chelsea fans still wake up in cold sweats thinking about that moment. But wait, there's more. Fast forward to the 2010 World Cup final. Spain versus Netherlands. Extra time, and the game's deadlocked tighter than a jar of pickles. Who steps up? You guessed it, our man Iniesta. He volleys home the winner, rips off his shirt to reveal a tribute to a fallen friend, and cements his place in soccer history. If that doesn't give you goosebumps, check your pulse. And let's not forget his performances in El Clasico. Facing off against Real Madrid, Iniesta turned into a one-man wrecking crew. He danced through their midfield like he was auditioning for Strictly Come Dancing, leaving defenders scratching their heads and questioning their life choices. Watching Iniesta play was like watching a ballet dancer perform in cleats. The guy had the balance of a tightrope walker with the vision of an eagle with X-ray specs. He could thread a pass through a keyhole and dribble out of a phone booth, while blindfolded and solving a Rubik's Cube. But don't let his silky skills fool you. Iniesta was tough as nails. He'd take a beating from defenders and pop right back up, like one of those inflatable clown punching bags. This combination of finesse and fight made him such a joy to watch. 1 minute he's pirouetting past 3 defenders. The next he's sliding in for a crucial tackle. The man was a Swiss Army knife in footy shorts. You might think a guy with Iniesta's talent would have an ego the size of the Sagrada Familia. But nope, he's about as humble as a monk with a vow of silence. Known for his quiet demeanor and sportsmanship, Iniesta's the kind of guy who'd probably help you move house, bake you a cake, and then refuse to take any credit for it. Fun fact, Iniesta's got his own wine label called Bodega Iniesta. So the next time you're sipping on a glass of red, raise a toast to the midfield maestro. Who knows, maybe it'll improve your ball control. Just when you thought Iniesta was ready to put his feet up and binge-watch Netflix, probably replays of his greatest hits, he surprises us again. The man's planning to become a coach, starting from the grassroots level. It's like he's hit the reset button on his career and is ready to level up all over again. Imagine being a kid and having Andrés freaking Iniesta as your youth coach. It'd be like having Leonardo da Vinci teach you how to finger paint. These lucky youngsters will learn how to pass before they learn to tie their shoelaces. I wouldn't be surprised if Iniesta's future team communicates entirely through no-look passes and intricate tiki-taka patterns. As we wrap up our Iniesta appreciation session, let's take a moment to reflect on what this guy means to the beautiful game. He wasn't just a player. He was an artist, a magician, a conductor orchestrating symphonies with his feet. Michelangelo had his Sistine Chapel, Shakespeare had his sonnets, and Iniesta had the football pitch. Iniesta showed us that you don't need to be the biggest, strongest, or fastest to succeed. With enough skill, vision, and determination, even a pale-faced kid from a small town can conquer the world. He's living proof that sometimes the best things come in small packages, like dynamite or those tiny bottles of hot sauce that blow your head off. His impact on the game goes beyond just his performances. Iniesta's style of play inspired a whole generation of midfielders. Suddenly, everyone wanted to be the smooth operator in the middle of the park, the puppet master pulling the strings. He made it cool to be the assist king, the unsung hero, making everyone else look good. And let's remember his sportsmanship. In a world where diving and theatrics are becoming all too common, Iniesta was a breath of fresh air. He played the game the way it was meant to be played, with respect, integrity, and infectious childlike joy. You couldn't help but smile watching him play, even if he tore your team apart. Iniesta's influence extends far beyond the pitch. He's become a role model for kids worldwide, showing you can reach the top without losing humility. In an era of flashy cars and even flashier hairstyles, Iniesta kept it real. He was the guy next door who was genuinely good at football. His decision to start coaching at the grassroots level speaks volumes about his character. Instead of jumping straight into a high-profile gig, which he could easily have done, he's chosen to start from the bottom. It's like a Michelin-starred chef deciding to teach home economics. The kids don't know how lucky they are. This coaching move ensures that Iniesta's influence will continue to shape the game for years. Who knows, the next Iniesta might be out there right now, learning the ropes from the man himself. It's enough to make you want to dust off your old cleats and hit the pitch, isn't it? As we bid farewell to Iniesta the player and welcome Iniesta the coach, it's clear that his story is far from over. He may have hung up his boots, but his impact on the game will be felt for generations. From La Masia prodigy to World Cup hero, from midfield maestro to budding coach, Iniesta's journey is the stuff of a football legend. So the next time you watch a game and see a player pull off a ridiculous no-look pass or dance through a forest of defenders, tip your hat to Andrés Iniesta, because chances are that player grew up wanting to be just like him. And who can blame him? In a world of pretenders, Iniesta was the real deal. A genuine footballing genius who made the impossible look easy. And there you have it, folks. The Iniesta story. Okay, a pretty big nutshell. From bamboozling defenders to inspiring the next generation, Iniesta left an indelible mark on the beautiful game. He may no longer be gracing the pitch with his presence, but his legacy lives on in every perfectly weighted pass, every mazy dribble, and every kid dreaming of becoming the next midfield maestro. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to practice my Iniesta-style turns in my backyard. Wish me luck, I'll probably just end up falling over and blaming it on the uneven grass. But hey, that's the beauty of Iniesta's legacy. He makes us all want to be better, even if we end up flat on our faces. Here's to you, André. Thanks for the memories, the magic, and the inspiration. Ole!